Hello everybody, Nice back here again, and today I've got a quick inbox review of Special Hobbies Saab AJ37 Viggen, the attack version. Okay, now this kit is, I think it was released by Special Hobby and is it Tangerous? It's basically the same kit, a short run limited edition model kit, but as with most Special Hobby, even though it is a small short run one, it's got locating pins and all that sort of stuff. Plus it's got, as it says, an updated edition, so it's got an extra sprue. Now what I believe is, when this was first released, the canards on the front, they didn't have the dropped control surfaces. So when this aircraft is on the ground, the control surface all droop. So they re-released another kit, or sorry, not re-released, released it again with an extra sprue with the correct drop on the canards, which, you know, for a small company, that's absolutely fantastic. You know, they've listened, realised they've done it wrong, and then decided they were going to release, you know, the kit with the extra sprue in. So what we'll do, we'll get it out of the box, and I'll put the overhead on, and we'll crack on and have a look at it. So we'll start with the box art. If I can get the shine off again, lovely shot of the Viggen. Okay, in the splinter camo. Nothing really much to write home on the sides. Okay, it doesn't say how many parts or anything like some of them do. So we'll move straight on to the instruction manual, and as you can see, it's got a little bit of history in Czech and the in British, or should I say English. Okay, we'll open it straight up, and then you can see a really big sprue map. So we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sprues of plastic plus one of photo etch, and you can see what it tells you which ones not to use. Okay, it's got a right big cross in them. All right, so those two pieces there at the tail, these two pieces here are the canards, and on this new sprue down here, you can see the new tail parts, new canards with the control surfaces. Okay, so as always with an aircraft, you start with the cockpit tub. Okay, even though it's fairly busy as you go through, it's quite easy to make out. The hard part I've found when I was looking through it is the colour call out. So you see it's got EH, EH, I. Now you're going to have to make a note on what they are. They're down here, look. Okay, so E is bright green, so Gunsey, sorry, H28 and C26. So Mr. Hobby Colour and Mr. Colour. And then we'll go through, okay, putting some of the photo etch parts onto the seat, the cockpit tub, okay, with the either the raised detail or the photo etch parts. Moving on to the top of the canopy area, the turbine fan with the intakes, the lower nose section or forward fuselage section where the air intakes go into, and all that sort of stuff. We've then got the jet pipe. Okay, so with this one, all right, you can pose these flaps are either fully closed, normal position on the ground, or fully open. So if it's on the ground, you're going to be wanting this one. Okay, if it's in flight, you'll be wanting that one. And then that slots into the rear fuselage. We then move on to joining the forward and the rear fuselage together before we start putting the wheel wells and the wings on there. We then got the upper wings going onto the fuselage. Okay, it says it's balanced correctly to stand on its own main gear. Okay, however, if you plan to add extra weight with aftermarket, maybe you may need to add ballast. To be on the safe side, even though it said, I'm probably going to add a little bit into the nose. Okay, what I'll do, I'll build it up to so far and then see how well it balances. Then we've got the front air intakes going on. The big tail fin going in. Front wheel bay. Main wheels. Okay, going on. Sandwiched together. Now, I have heard that these wheels are too thin. Okay, so you may need to get some aftermarket parts for these. There we are, in for the open position. So the wheels going onto the bay. Then we've got the doors and the ventral. Is it a ventral fin maybe? I'm not 100% certain. Some of the weapons loadout, the canards going on. Okay, so got there's 3 different camos, camo A, camo B, C. It'll tell you which parts to put on. And again with the fuel tank by the looks of it, and other various parts. A open bay here, I don't know what that's for. Then a canopy and all the little air brakes going on. And then we move on to camo 1. Okay, so the splinter camo. Camo B. Okay, all grey. Okay, all grey, sorry, silver. So bare metal finish. Another splinter camo version. And then all the stencils and decals and all that sort of stuff going on there. So yeah. So that's the instructions out of the way, apart from some other ones from Special Hobby. Okay. Some really nice, interesting schemes there, especially the Hankel H115, the seaplane. So let's start on the plastic, and I'm just going to take them out. Take them out of the box. So this is part of the rear fuselage. As you can see, hopefully, some really nice detail on there from the riveting and the panel lines going into the engine fan, the afterburner fan and engine ring. Some scratches on here. I don't know if it's from packaging or where I've taken them out. Wheelbase, again, some really nice detail on there. And so this is a limited run kit. There's hardly any flash that can be seen on there. Maybe a little bit on the wheels, but nothing. A quick thing with a sanding stick. Okay. So we've got the upper front section of the fuselage. Again, some really nice detail on there, some nice textures. So yeah, looking really nice. There we've got the cockpit tub with the molded on detail and the instrument panel, again with the molded on detail. Okay, really nice. One piece tails, 2 of. Okay, so they're the ones that we won't be getting used. We have the seat next. Okay, and the cushion. So again, some nice molded on detail. 2 seats there, 2 different types, so make sure you get the right one for whichever one you're doing. or it might just be that also this kit has been released in a 2-seat version as well. The other side of the fuselage, the wheels, again, yeah, you can see they're very, very thin. We have the 3 petals from the afterburner, the rear of the engine. Some nice detail on the outside, but you'll have to watch out for the inside. You can just see those ejection pin marks which will need taken care of. But again, some really nice detail on there. So we've got the front wheel well, the compressor fan, some more fuel tanks, some parts of the undercarriage. Again, it's all really, really nicely moulded. It's made of decent plastic as well. Nothing to really worry about on that. No real ejection pin marks or anything on there really to worry about. Mainly maybe these parts here. You can see it's quite a thick rotating tab on some parts. Then we've got the upper wings, the main wheel well, and one of the canards, and the lower. Now I'm going to have to check on that bit there. You just see that? Now I don't know whether that's part of the aircraft or whether that's a great big injection punch out pin or whatever it is. Which it is. That'll be a little bit of a disappointment. Might be able to hide that with other bits that go on there. But again, it could be, yeah, I'm not too sure on that, so I'll have to check on that. Then we have the new sprue, so 2 tails, okay, that go together. A little bit of flash on this one, okay, nothing to worry about too much. The canards with the separate surfaces. To be honest, I don't think this is as well moulded as the rest. If we have a look at some of the panel lines, these are a little bit deeper. Let's just find the tail from the, there we are. So, okay, so these tails I've got added detail, okay, solid one piece, but not quite the same care and attention taken than ours on the original, I would have thought. And main difference being these panels, okay, these panels just here, they're the main differences to the original. But the big one is these canards that can be dropped. So you could, looking at it, get away with using that part there, okay, but putting these panels on them if you so wished. Okay, some more that bay we talked about. I don't know what bay it'll be, that avionics bay. Okay. And then we've got the lower wing. So it's a big wingspan. Okay. The air intakes and the air ducts. All right, nothing to worry about with that, but it depends on how much will be seen. Obviously, you might have to worry about getting rid of the seam down both of them. But again, some nice detail, not overly done. We have the clear part. Okay, bagged separately. They look rather nice. Not perfect. Okay, but again, remember, this is a limited run kit. Okay, this is not your top of the range one, but it's still a very, very nice looking kit. So let's put it over there. And next up we have the decals and the photo etch sheet. So let's just have a look at the photo etch sheet. Oh God, it's getting stuck to everything. So a very nice done sheet there. Okay. I don't know whether it may be Edard have done it. Okay, but it's still a very, very nice sheet. And then we have our decals, which look okay. Not much carrier film apart from the numbers. Okay, so me personally, I would rather have them maybe done them separate, so you haven't got that big sheet between them. Okay, but we can deal with that. Okay, same with the 22s, but looks very, very nice indeed. So that's Special Hobbies Viggen. Okay, looks a really, really nice kit. Okay, yes, it's not on par with the likes of Tamiya or anything like that, but remember, this Special Hobby are a limited run company. Okay, they don't do. They're not a mainstream manufacturer. Okay, so what you're getting there is really, really nice for what it is, and putting that new updated sprue in there is absolutely fantastic. Some things could be better. Some things could be a lot worse. But I think if you went to town with this and did the aftermarket bits and pieces on it, you get a really, really nice model. And I mean a really, really nice model. Now, in Newark Air Museum, they've got one of these, so I'll be taking a trip down there as soon as I'm able, as soon as we're allowed to have a look at this actual aircraft, get some photos. I'm going to start doing some research on it, and hopefully next year this will be one of my builds. Okay, so that's it for now, and I hope you enjoy the review, and I would highly recommend this kit. Anyway, see you later. Bye.